Hi everyone! Today, we'll walk through practical ways to pull website data for your projects. In this tutorial, we'll retrieve business details from Google Maps and organize them in a spreadsheet. Who is this for? Growth marketers, local SEO, B2B founders, supplier scouts, and analysts. We'll build a simple HTTP GET workflow in n8n and compare it to an Apify approach on the free plan. This is the finished flow. I'll walk through from left to right. In this tutorial, we will use trigger to simply passes our search query into the HTTP request GET node. We will use HTTP GET request node to grab Google Maps results query page HTML for a predefined search. In this tutorial, we will passing a simple predefined query format Jim plus Jakarta plus Celadon. We use code to extract website domains from HTML code using regex or regular expression. Do not worry for this, you can ask AI to build regex that you wanted. Next we will use filter to remove unwanted domains like social platforms, aggregators, etc. that are captured on our previous regex. Use remove duplicate to remove duplicate items. Loop over items to process each items one by one. Second, HTTP GET request to get HTML code from each domains. We will use second code node to find email's address. Next we have split out node to split the results so we can store or process all the result items individually. We will use append row in Google Sheets to save results to the spreadsheet. I've prepared the Google Sheet to store the email address value. Finally, we add a wait node to introduce a short delay before the next URL is processed by the HTTP request GET. Now let's run the workflow from each node to understand how it works. First, HTTP GET will retrieve HTML code from Google Maps with our predefined query. We will use code to grab website information from Google Maps HTML that we retrieve using HTTP GET. As you can see, the results contain some links that we don't need. We will remove the unwanted links using filter. In filter node, we will filter the unwanted links by using conditions. We are using string conditions to filter the unwanted string. We'll add a filter to drop any URLs links containing Shopee or Tokopedia. Select Add Conditions. As for value 1, you can drag URL from left pane as results from previous node. Next you want to select string with conditions does not contain. As value 2, you can fill in the unwanted string that you want to remove. Repeat a condition until all the unwanted string is filtered using string conditions. Perfect. We've narrowed it down to Gym websites only. To remove duplicate links, we will use remove duplicate nodes. We've filtered out duplicate links, leaving a clean and unique list. You've probably noticed some identical links in different formats. For now, we'll leave them as it is. Loop over items node will make sure the next HTTP GET only process URLs one at a time. Second, HTTP GET to retrieve HTML code from the URL links. Next, we'll use code to extract email addresses from the HTML returned by the HTTP GET node. We are using regex to extract email address. Again, you can ask AI to extract email address only. Some sites don't publish contact emails, so empty results are expected. Split out node to split the email address when the output contain 2 or more results. Lastly, the results will be stored in Google Sheet. Now we will execute the overall workflow to see how it's performed. And that's it, we've got some contact emails. Next we will also check web scraper using Apify. Apify is a cloud platform for web scraping and automation. You run actors or bots that fetch data from websites at scale. There's a popular Google Maps scraper actor that will be used in this session. It will return business names, addresses, websites, phones and ratings. It is perfect for lead lists and market mapping. Let's open Apify websites. Go to the www.apify.com. Before using the Apify you need to register. Don't worry, Apify has its free plan. Select Google Maps Scraper. It will extract data from Google Maps including location, contact info, reviews and more. Go to Apify console to start using the actors. In the Input tab, you can put the details of bussiness and location that you want to grab. In this tutorial, we will use the same query, which is Jim in Jakarta, Selatan. Now you will notice that contact data including email can be enriched, but you need to pay for certain amount for data enrichment. For now, we don't want to use add-on for company contact enrichment. And we will limit the number place output that will be extracted to 20. We will leave all the other options to default. Let's get back to n8n and configure Apify using Apify node in n8n. Basically, you will need at least 2 Apify node. First node for run an actor and second node to get the dataset items. Actor will run the query for you. To run an actor, you will need Apify token and actor ID. To retrieve dataset items, you need dataset ID. Let's configure credentials for Apify API. From Apify console, go to Settings and then select AP and Integration. Create new API token. You can set expiration date and limit token permission. For this tutorial, I will set new token to be expired the next day after token created. Let's not limit permission for this new API key token. Copy and paste new API key token to n8n. Save the new Apify credentials. For actor source, we will use Apify store actors. To retrieve actor's ID, go back to Google Maps Scraper. You can find actor ID in the URL. Copy and paste actor ID to n8n. And next, for the JSON input, we can grab it from Apify console. Go to Apify console and select Google Maps Scraper. You can choose JSON options to grab the intended format. Copy and paste input in JSON format to n8n. Execute step to get the output results. Okay, now that the scraping finished by the actors, we still can't see the actual information that we want. To get the information that we want, I get dataset items to pull results from previous actor run. You can add Get Dataset items from Apify node by select Get Dataset items. Use the same API key credentials that have already configured. For Dataset ID, you can grab defaulted to set it output from previous run actors no. Once you press execute step, you will get the information that you can use. For last step, we will store the information to the Google Sheet. I've prepared Google Sheet to store the information. We will store gym name, phone number, websites and gym address. Let's use Append raw in Sheet node. Now we can map the information that we want to save into the desired column using drag and drop. Now you have learned a method for web scraping by using n8n HTTP GET versus Apify. We can further enrich the data from Apify using n8n. For example, to get email addresses, we can extract them from the websites returned by Apify. We can fetch the websites from Google Sheet and enriched with the email address in n8n. I will include regex that I'm using to extract URL link and email address in the description. If this helped, please like and subscribe. And tell me which topic you want me to cover in the next video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.